Here is the pink Nintendo DS. Yeah, gotta love the pinkness. And here's a classic game that's available on many systems, Final Fight. On the Game Boy Advance it's called Final Fight 1. So we're going to put this in the pink Nintendo DS and play some manly beat 'em up action. So waiting for the DS to recognise that there is a freaking Game Boy Advance game in. Give the cartridge a bit of a blow. Give it a blow job in it. And it's not worked, so we'll restart it. Sometimes I have to do this. Not sure whether it's a common thing for DS owners. I don't really play on the system that much, and there we go. We can now select to play the game and zoom in for a better view. Some bare knuckle fisticuffs. Oh yeah. So yes, classic Capcom game, available for lots of systems and also on some, Capcom classics collections for various later generation systems. Says it was, well, the original was 1989. It says this was released in 2001. And it says you got some game link and all that bollocks. So difficulties already on very easy, so we'll exit. Oh no, maybe we won't. Right, so game start, and you've got all three characters there. If you know about Final Fight, you'll know that people were pissed off back in the day because due to memory limitations on the 16-bit consoles, for example, like Guy wasn't included on home versions of the game because for some reason they decided he was the one to remove, even though he was a lot of people's favourite character. Probably a classic Capcom decision, because that meant that they could just release more versions of the game, but include Guy instead and remove the other dude. Can't remember what his name is. So classic side-scrolling beat 'em up action. If you like games such as Streets of Rage, I know Double Dragon. I've not really ever played Double Dragon games to any extent, so I can't really comment on them. But this is a nice version of the game. Very nice detailed sprites, harnessing the power of the Game Boy Advance. Sound isn't bad. Although this is a decent version, the Game Boy Advance is never really my choice system to play kind of rehashed 16-bit games. I'd rather just play the original. Unfortunately I don't have this game on any 16-bit systems, but no doubt it'll be something that I'll pick up in the future. Fuck you, man. Beat your fucking ass. All these characters are just like generic beat 'em up characters that are just copied from beat 'em up to beat 'em up. Streets of Rage has got dudes like this. I don't know what you call these guys, cyberpunk dudes. Fuck knows. Definitely a good game to play on the move. It's games like this, you never get tired of playing them. Even just quick blast, 10 minutes, complete the first level, switch it off. It's quite satisfying beating shit out of people, so you're not really bothered about playing the first level over and over again. It's always satisfying. Especially when the pricks you're beating up look like this fucking douchebag. as you can see, it's not the hardest game in the world, but then again I did set it to, well, it was already set to very easy, which suggests to me that this game has a battery backup, obviously, and I'd already set it up to very easy when I was previously playing it, which is probably about a year and a half ago, something like that, to be honest. And let's dig into the cup of tea. Yeah. Blah blah blah, we don't really need story in the beat 'em up, do we? We just need some more motherfuckers to smash in. Pretty sure you can pick this game up cheaply. Well, I'm not too clued up on Game Boy Advance games, to be honest. Or I'm pretty sure I've got it on a PS2. I don't know, Capcom Classics Collection, you know, arcade sort of port. I was actually quite disappointed with Capcom Classics Collection on the PS2. So when you play Street Fighter 2 on it, and some of the other games, there's loading between bouts, and it's like, well, surely you can just load the whole game into the fucking PS2's memory or stream it off the disc. I just don't want, you know, loading screens to spoil my arcade experience. It's fucking shit. So now you can see we've got a sort of obligatory train level. It's either a train or a bus in beat 'em ups, you gotta have one of those. In Streets of Rage you had, well, Streets of Rage, is it 3 or 2? Probably 2. You had the level where you're in the back of that kind of lorry and fighting some fucking Kung Fu Ninja dudes. So yeah, it's definitely a game I'd recommend if you're into your old school side-scrolling beat 'em ups. But then if you're into your old school side-scrolling beat 'em ups, then you'll probably already have Final Fight. But if you've never played it before, but you've played games like Streets of Rage, then you know what to expect. And definitely a highly recommended classic game, and this is a decent solid version of it. Thumbs up, baby, yeah. And now I'm gonna let that bitch kick me in the face. Look how easy it is. It can't even fucking kill me.